Hi there, my darling Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of August the 25th, 2025. So, my darling Cancerians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the wisdom of the Oracle. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know during this time? Tis my birthday week this week. I love my birthday. I'm a big kid and I love it. And I just feel it's such a privilege to be able to have had another journey around the sun. So, all right, let us get some overarching energy for you, my darling Cancerians. Ooh, all that glitters. So this card comes up when we need to, literally means all that glitters is not gold, my darling Cancerians. So it's kind of a card of don't be influenced by shiny things, my darling Cancerians. That there may be, even if something sounds too good to be true, it might be, my darling Cancerians. And I don't mean that to be cynical or anything like that, because some things, can be so good that it's too good to not do. But I suppose the energy here and what I'm feeling here is do your research, my darling Cancerians. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Cancerians. What does Cancer need to know for this week of the 25th? All right. 3 cards. The Hanged One. The Hanged One's come up in a few readings, so I love that. 6 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Boy, I can just tell you what the whole reading is about right now. Without even, having to go too far into it. But I won't. I will hold back in a second and give you. So what I think, I will give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I will intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Hanged One, and the Hanged, or the Hanged Man, Hanged One, Hanged Person, whatever you want to say. The Hanged Person, the Hanged One. So you can see here this person, they're hanging from I call this the Tree of Knowledge. They're hanging from the Tree of Knowledge and they're glowing, they're enlightened. And the meaning of the Hanged One is that it's, you've been in some kind of holding pattern, my darling Cancerians, is kind of what I feel. I feel that you've been in a holding pattern, but you haven't been doing nothing. You have been gathering your resources, gathering, knowledge, gathering wisdom. But I feel it's kind of stopped you, that you've sort of kind of been afraid to move forward, or what's the word? Yeah, no, it is move forward, but kind of to implement is the word I was trying to get at, what you've learnt, my darling Cancerians. You can see that her head is glowing, which means she's gained enlightenment. You've got everything you need, my darling Cancerians. You've taken some time out. You've waited until the time is right. I feel now is the right time, just with what's on the table here, my darling Cancerians. So, yeah, I feel it's time for you to get off the tree here, my darling Cancerians. Because then you've got the beautiful 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is all about, having a victory and success. You can, and being celebrated as well. You can see the victory wreath here. She also has a wreath crown, and then a crown on top of her head here in this card. And you can see these people, they are celebrating her. She has, she's on a white horse. She's victorious. She's come home from some kind of battle here and is being celebrated. She's been victorious in whatever this adventure has been, my darling Cancerians. And I feel that you're in that energy, that you feel that you've had an issue, you've had a problem, you're coming out of it victorious, my darling Cancerians, if that makes sense. So I love to see this energy. With that all that glitters, I feel that it's more to do with something that you've been able to overcome. You've been able to see that and make that distinction, that you've been able to know the difference between something that's real and something that's not, my darling Cancerians. And that's what the victory is, that you've been victorious over knowing the difference between what's real and what isn't, my darling Cancerians. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So, again, we've got that slow energy here. And, with the Hanged One, that's stagnant energy and slow energy. And so is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the tarot that isn't moving, my darling Cancerians. But what the message of the Knight of Pentacles is he holds this pentacle here. It's an opportunity. Now, whether that had something to do with the All That Glitters, and you've just been, because you knew that opportunity wasn't right for you, you've been waiting, just like the Knight of Pentacles does. But I feel now it's time. It's time to plant this pentacle, my darling Cancerians, where it will grow, where you've done the research, you've been on the tree, you've got all the knowledge and wisdom that you need. It's time now to plant this pentacle where you feel and where you have been researching it will grow into whatever, prosperity it is that you've been wanting, my darling Cancerians. And I do feel that it will be successful. Yeah, that's kind of the message that I'm getting. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that you have been stuck on the tree waiting because you've been feeling that there's an opportunity here, but you know that it hasn't been all that it seems, my darling Cancerians. And so you've been waiting here. But you have also, while you've been waiting, gained all the knowledge that you need, gained the wisdom, know what is right and what's not right, my darling Cancerians, which has led you to be here with this opportunity and not knowing where to put it. But I feel that you do know where to put it now. You've got the knowledge and wisdom. You've got the opportunity. Plant that seed, my darling Cancerians, and it will be victorious. You will be celebrated. I feel it, my darling Cancerian. It's showing up for you this week, my darling Cancerians. So, yeah, that's pretty clear, pretty simple message coming in for you, my darling Cancerian. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love to know if this resonates. Have you been, have you been feeling this energy? Is there something that you realized was too good to be true just at the right time, so you didn't go ahead with it? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if this energy has come up. And if it has, I'm here to say it's the right time now to move forward, my darling Cancerians. Recovery. Yeah, you may have needed, after that time on the tree, my darling Cancerians, you're being encouraged to take some time for you. No need to worry, they say. There is no need to worry. You have all the knowledge and wisdom you need, my darling Cancerians. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself. If it was that all this glitters that came up was that you made a mistake, that you put your energy somewhere that you shouldn't have because it looked all shiny, forgive yourself for that, my darling Cancerians. Forgive yourself so you can move on and put the energy elsewhere. Not the right time, they say. Choose a new direction. Yeah, that's just telling you, as you knew already, that it's not the right time to put your energy into something you're not fully aware of. You're not fully across. But I feel that you are fully across all that, you know, that energy. I feel that you have done your research. It is now the right time. I feel it is the right time to, go the way, choose the new direction. Just because this didn't work out, I just feel it's time for you now to choose that new direction, my darling Cancerians, and move into the space where you will be victorious, my darling Cancerians. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.